Novo Nordisk, a Danish pharmaceutical company, profited the last year because of the virus and vaccines and all sorts of things. This is not a sector that I'm really burning to enter, but if there were one Danish pharmaceutical company that I was going to buy, it would be Novo Nordisk. Not right now at this price, but I'm going to show you my price target for Novo Nordisk later. So Novo Nordisk, as you can see here, they make all sorts of medicine and pharmaceutical things. The stock price skyrocketed here, and it's a much bigger company than the rest of the companies that we have looked at. So let's look at the 8 pillars here. You can see they have a price to sales of 12, much higher than we have seen before, and by far the biggest company that we have looked at today. $250 billion market cap. This is one of the biggest companies in the Danish market. They have a PE ratio of 35, a 5-year PE of 46, and they have a high, very high, which also justifies a bit of the PE ratio. Very high, even higher than Pandora. 56% return on invested capital and 73% return on equity. Crazy, and the profit margin is also high. The income statement, let's look at it. Are they growing their revenue from 20 billion to 20 billion from 16 billion? Check mark there. Are they buying back their shares? Well, they're going from 2.47 to 2.3. Buying back shares, check mark there. Their balance sheet. Well, they have right now total long-term assets 16.1 billion, and their long-term liabilities of 3.6 billion. Check mark, massive check mark there. Their cash flow. Let's look at it. Are they growing their cash flow? We want to see that growing from 7 billion to 7 billion from almost 5 billion. So massive check mark there as well. So it's understandable why they are trading at some higher PEs, but we still want to be conservative when we use the stock analyzer tool. So you can see here they have 2 check marks. Again, the value, the 2 value indicators are red. But you can see they have a massive 5-year return on invested capital. They have also a huge revenue growth, net income growth, cash flow growth. They're buying back their shares. Let's go to the stock analyzer tool and determine what we want to pay for this company. So have to remember that the 10-year revenue growth is baked in. This last year is baked into the 10-year. So that's why we want to lowball it a bit. I would say 4, 5, and 6, because this is not going to help them tremendously grow the coming years. It's not going to be a game changer. This is a huge company, so they are not going to be able to get this growth consistently for the next 10 years that they have been getting the past year. So that's why I'm going to go. But still, they have had some great growth. So I'm going to go 13. I'm going to go 14, and I'm going to get my 12.5 annual return, because otherwise, why buy an individual stock? Let's look at the price. Well, this company is also very overvalued at the moment. So that is Novo Nordisk. I would buy it at this, maybe the high assumptions, to be honest with you, because they have been growing incredibly. So still, that is a huge decline from the current price. So most folks would probably say that is impossible. I definitely think that we are going to go down a bit here in the stock price, but who's saying that we are going to hit these numbers that I'm predicting? Analysts' 1-year target is a little bit higher than the current, and analysts are rating it a buy. That was Novo Nordisk.